Hi everyone, Tevan here at Tevans Haven. So it is a beautiful day outside today and it is quite hot actually. So I hope you guys are also enjoying your summer or your day whenever you are watching this video. So today I want to talk about choosing your university and perhaps getting a scholarship for this. So if you're new here, my name is Tevan. I'm a mom, stay-at-home wife, currently uploading videos to help inspire people and get people to motivated to reach their goal and get whatever their dreams that they're trying to basically create their haven here on earth, because I am here in my haven and I want you to be also successful. So over in my Mongolian channel, there's a girl who contacted me to help like her choose with like a lot of things, and I actually broke down the coaching call with her and doing a little segments. So one of her questions was, how can I, like, how much does it cost to study in a university like overseas? And for me, I know I studied in the US, so I know like a little bit about that. But like, and also this reminds me that one time, I was working as a international sales manager at a company. A young high school graduate, or like he was about to graduate, he came and did an internship with us. So he was already in high school, but I mean, he was in high school, but he was already doing internships. How great is that? The birds are flying here. But anyways, I hope you guys, start your search early, because I asked that guy, so what is your future plan? What is your dream? Like, what do you want to study? And then he was saying, like, I want to go to the 3A's. And I said, what are the 3A's? Like, that reminded me of the AAA. Like, but anyways, what he meant was America, Australia, and England. In Mongolian, the letter England, like we say angli, which is starts with an A. So it was the 3A's. And to me, I think that was kind of a limited choice, because think about all the different countries where, if you only speak English, you can go to Singapore, Hong Kong, like Ireland, I don't know, like, but, like, even in Germany, you can, like, they barely have, like, no tuition fees. They only have fees, which is, like, I don't know, 200 euros per semester or something, and it would make it up to 1,000 euros the most for a year. But then in the US, like typical, like maybe smaller community colleges or small universities with in-state tuition would be about $15,000 a year. Like, and then if it's like a medium-sized university, then it would be up to 40,000 per year, maybe like 98,000, if it's like a top Ivy League school. I don't know, but let me know in the comments below how much does the school in your country costs, because I want to know, like in Malaysia, Philippines, or like, yeah. So whenever you're trying to choose your university, and the profession, I want you guys to have a broad perspective. Like, don't limit yourself to certain countries just because you think it's cool. Maybe it's better for you to visit that country as a tourist and not to study, because in certain countries, like, their field of studies are more advanced. Like for if you want to be a medical doctor, and they say Cuba has a like a really good medical professional schools and things like that. So you might consider going to Cuba if you want to be a doctor, and then the tuition fee is probably a lot cheaper than in the US. So it all depends, like, what are you into, what is your dream goal, where do you want to study. But like in asking those questions, take out the like if you really want to like study certain, like if you can study business in the US, but then you can also study business in Thailand, where they have like the similar like maybe accredited system, like some certain like Asian countries have where the universities have like double accrediting system where you study and you get both degrees from like things like that. Study and research your options. And secondly, like just because you have a high score for good grade point average doesn't guarantee you to get a scholarship. So you have to actually do the research, and like there are scholarships from their like countries, or like for Germany, there's the German government scholarship. Maybe in Mongolia, like they have the Mongolian government scholarship. But then you can also search for like third-party scholarships from like the Asian Development Bank, for example, has a lot of scholarship. The Australian government also have scholarships, and then certain companies and organizations also provide scholarships. And don't limit yourself. Like if you literally typed in master's degree scholarship, there is like a whole database list of scholarships. And also, like even if it's like a small scholarship, apply for it, because the chances are you're going to get it. Because most people, like, it's just my assumption that people would ignore the $500 scholarship and try to apply for the $20,000 scholarship, and then all the competition is there, so you're like a small fish in a big pond. But then, like if you apply for smaller scholarships, maybe add those up, you may have even a greater chance of getting a scholarship. Just research. And certain scholarships, like they only want you to write an essay. Maybe it's like an award or grant type of thing. Like for one like essay, and you could get $1,000. How good is that? I actually read the book Atlas Shrugged by Ayn Rand Institute, and I was supposed to submit the essay, but I really enjoyed that book. It's one of my most favorite, like top books that I would recommend people. So yeah, like you learn something in the process. Currently I'm reading the 4-Hour Work Week by Tim Ferriss. So like in the beginning stages in this, he talks about eliminating like unnecessary things. I guess I wanted to bring this up because when we're talking about scholarship, you also want to show who you are, what your dream is, and what are the steps that you have taken to achieve that dream. Like, for example, like are you doing volunteer work? Are you doing volunteer service? But you don't necessarily have to have a lot of volunteer service per se, because just because you're doing volunteer work doesn't mean you're great. Like, it has to be something that's helping you move towards the progression of your dream building or the career building step. For example, you could be helping out with your mom and dad's store in running their business, and then you're trying to get a business scholarship. Yay, that's so much better. It's a non-paid work experience. It's not necessarily voluntary, because but anyways, that could count in. You see what I mean. But anyways, if you're so far enjoying this video, be sure to give it a like, and also subscribe to my channel if you haven't already subscribed, because you never know, like, you don't want to miss my tips. Like, on a day like this, I'm giving you so much value, and I hope you're gonna succeed and crush it with your goals and achieve that dream and get that scholarship if you're working towards it, get that score. Anyways, if you have any questions, comment down below. And also, if you're Mongolian, I have a channel in Mongolian called Tevans. All my videos are only in Mongolian there, and here I only do like English videos. And if you want to reach out to me like directly, personally, I check my Instagram a lot more. I also read all the comments, so check your comments and write your comments or DM me on Instagram. Anyways, until next time, share love and kindness and create your haven here on earth. All the best. Bye! If you haven't subscribed to my channel, be sure to subscribe now.